We find in this week's Parasha one of the troubling episodes. It's not just a shidduch scene, it's not a shidduch crisis, but it's actually the quantity of psukim that the Torah uses to describe the story of finding Rivka for Yitzchak. It's true, it's for the avos, and it's Maseh Avot Siman Libanim. But why so many psukim? We know that every letter is important to the point that if we miss a letter, the Torah is pasul. Why so many psukim? I've been thinking a lot about it this year. I'm going to give at least one approach now. The Midrash points out and says, Yafeh sichatan of Avdei Avot, more than shekets, which is gufa Torah, which is only learned from a reboy, from the extra word lo. It's fascinating. The Midrash points out that Yafeh Sichat Avdei Avot, that there's something special about here, and it's grappling with this question. It's grappling with the question that we call shekets, meaning Dine Tuma V'Tara, Gufa Torah, and there you only learn it from an extra word lo in Sefer Vayikra. Here, 20, 30, 40 psukim to go back on the story. So there's, I think, a very important message. And that's, as we described last week, it's Maaseh Avot Siman Libanim. The Torah not just being a mitzvah book, but it's Derech Eretz Kadma Torah. Yafeh Sichat Avdei Avot is, we are learning from here before we get to the Gufa Torah. If you're not able to work on your midot, there's something missing within your Torah learning. Yafeh Sichat Avdei Avot. If you look at the Sfat Emet, quoting this Midrash, tells us, you know, a way to understand how do we improve our midot. Says the Sfat Emet that Eliezer, mitoch sheshiret otot tzadik be'emunah, he was Yatsa Michlal Aror. We know Eved Avraham, Eliezer being a Knani, Eved Avadim, Eved Avadav Yelachav, he's an Eved. V'chol yotzim in a klal, says the Sfat Emet. Here's the klal. How do we learn this? L'lameda klal klu yatsa. How are we able to work on things that are cursed within us, things that we're ashamed of? How do we work at it? V'amru alav shayad doleu mashke mitorat rabo lacherim shnat tafresh nun dal, the Sfat Emet says. Being able to gadol shemu sham yoter milimudah. The concept of being able to work on your midot, how? Being able not only just to learn Torah, it's very important, but to be able, gadol could mean not only great, but great in the sense of impacting, refining yourself. That's what we learn from Eliezer, the Mesirut Nefesh. Even though it's his daughter, and maybe he would want his daughter to be able to marry Avram Avinu, he's mishabed himself that no, that's not what the Rebbeinu Shalom wants, that's not what Avram Avinu wants. We should continue, whether you're in yeshiva or not, to be thirsty for the words of Torah, but not only for the words of Torah. What we learn, kan matchil gufa Torah, you want to get to the gufa Torah of learning the shekets and learning what is tamei and what's tahor. You cannot do that without being mitabek b'afar ragleim, without understanding Sefer Breshit teaching us how to be yashar within our midot. Meaning, right now, there are people fighting for their lives. How can I not be davening and thinking about them for that extra 2 minutes and not just say, oh, just to hell? But each time to make that little extra effort to work on ourselves, Bezrat Hashem, we will understand through the lives of both Sara and Avram what it means, the Sefer Avot, the Sefer of Yashar, the Sefer of Yetzirah that we create within ourselves. This importance of working on ourselves, of continue to follow the bracha of Avraham and his Eved Eliezer. Shabbat Shalom.